least take your brightness up.
Literally, the beat you just made sounded exactly like this one. Okay.
Go, Dragon. What's up?
Dragon.
So, yeah, we're going to be reading about some creepy stuff from the Bible tonight. Some stuff that people like to... Thank you for the like, by the way. Some stuff that people like to avoid. Okay, so if you're interested... Well, thanks for joining, I guess I should say.
If you're new here, I'm Rissy.
Dragon's the only person here right now.
There was someone on TikTok, but...
Nah.
Yeah.
Well, there's, no, so fast.
No, there was
Scroll. Yeah, so...
Yeah.
No, they're gone.
Okay, well, anyways, you guys.
Dragon, how was your day? Was your day good? Is that reflective? I think that's reflective.
Yo. Can you guys beatbox?
It was good. Our day was good.
It was good.
We sold our couch.
We sold our couch. We have no furniture in our house now. It's really depressing, and
It's sad.
we're on an air mattress right now, actually, in our old master bedroom that we haven't slept in months now. So
Has it been months? Has it really been months?
yeah, it's been months.
Holy cow.
Swipe left. No, thank you.
Hello everybody on TikTok. We got TikTok here and YouTube here.
I'm Rissy.
Don't forget the camera's right here. For
That's
YouTube.
Austin.
Yes, hello everybody.
Hello, and we are talking about some scary uno momento things.
1 minute.
Yeah.
One moment things.
I should say.
Scary 1 moment things.
Oh crap! What is that? Siete, uno siete things. Wait, no, tres siete things. Wait, tres siete momentos.
Más problemático.
Sure, yeah. So, hi YouTube. Yeah. Okay, well, let's get into it.
So for those of you who are wondering, if you go in your Bibles to Revelation 13.
Yes.
Revelation 13. Okay?
Yeah.
That's where you're going to find the topic of our live tonight. We're not going to be on here very long.
Yeah.
But we do just want to talk about it.
Because it's like kind of interesting. So.
And it's kind of like a ghost story if you ask me. Thank you for the likes. What's that name?
Thank you. I don't know. Eliana?
Yeah, Eliana. Thank you, Eliana, for the likes. Much love.
Get out your Bibles real quick. Go run into your mom's room. Sneak in there. Go on her dresser and get the little dusty Bible off. And go swipe it in your room and read it like you've never been allowed to read the Bible.
Start reading it like in general, guys.
Yeah.
Like, it's a good read, I'm telling you.
It's a good read.
Start appreciating the Bible for what it actually is and not just looking at it like, that's a religion. You gotta look at it like, that's something, like, it's like a real book you want to read.
Going at the same time. That's not good, Dragon. I'm very sorry to hear that.
That sounds terrible.
Disgusting.
Thank you,
I love Megan
Maroney.
He doesn't love Morgan, he loves Megan, okay?
Megan
or she,
Maroney.
I don't know. But yeah, that was
now
funny.
Morgan's gonna watch this and be like, oh.
And take it from me, you guys, I don't like reading. This is the only book I've ever read.
I like reading, so I
don't like reading.
For that.
Oh, I like reading Froggy Goes to Dinner.
Woo!
I like all the Froggy books. Does the OGs know what I'm talking about with the Froggy books? Those were my favorite books in school.
She's talking about Froggy, but it's really Frog and Toad. That's what she's
No, I
don't.
don't. I never did Frog and Toad. I did the Froggy books.
Never
I love
heard of
reading
them.
good, Dragon. Well, I think
Yes.
you read the Bible. I think. No, like I would be reading Froggy Eats Spaghetti, Froggy Goes to Dinner, Froggy.
What is it like if you give a mouse a muffin, or if you give a
If we weren't using
a pancake? What is it?
It's way better than that. If we weren't using your phone as a flashlight, I would look it up for you guys right now. But I highly encourage you to go look up the Froggy books. I would own all of them and read them all again. I love them so much.
Check it out later, guys. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, but anyways, so for those of you that just tuned in, yeah, Revelation 13 is what we're going to be reading that the title of the live is actually based off of. Yes. Okay, so let's get whenever you guys are ready, I think I'm ready to go.
I'm good. I don't know what page
we can start reading. So look, this is going to be just to give you guys some backstory, okay? No, we'll get into it.
Okay, yeah.
We'll get into it.
So the title is not clickbait. Yes, we're learning about the forbidden number, you guys.
Thank you, Franklin, for
liking. You know what? Okay, we're not even gonna say it so bad. So that's why we're gonna talk about it.
The thing everybody is so afraid to talk about.
And for
when the only thing you should be afraid to talk about, or the only thing you should be afraid of, yo, what's up, Javier? The only thing you guys should be afraid of is God. Okay? Because God has the power to do anything.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's where the phrase fear of God comes. Because when parents like to use the term, I'm going to put the fear of God in him, realistically they're just saying, I'm going to make my kid scared of me because they know what punishment I can bring on them, right? So basically, the only fear we should have is of God because he is the one true love. Okay?
I didn't like it at first when you said that. But I do like it now because.
But he's a loving God.
Yeah.
So, like, if you have a good parent, right? You're going to love that parent because they're a very loving parent. But you know what they're capable of, and you know that they are the only ones that can punish you. So therefore, you love them, but you're afraid of them at the same time. So that's essentially what the fear of God means.
Not afraid of them, but yeah.
Right.
Like you know the power that they hold.
Good gracious, Ryder has answered 17,000 questions in his school. That's insane.
Yeah. So, anyways, well, before we get into it, I have a little note thing at the top that kind of tells you a little bit about what Revelation is. So it says Revelation. If anybody here has ever read it, you know it's a little kind of scary. So I've actually never read the whole of Revelation by myself. It kind of freaks me out. Anyways, Revelation was written to inspire hope in the first century of Christians. Early Christians could stand firm during persecution because they knew the end of the story. Jesus Christ and his saints will be victorious. Hope is the message of the book of Revelation. No matter what happens here on earth, God is in control. Evil will not last forever, and there is a wonderful reward waiting for all those who believe in Jesus Christ as Savior and Lord. May these final words bring us hope and encouragement as we endure in our faith. Christ will come again.
Yes, we watched VeggieTales. Nice. Of course. It was a lot bigger when we were younger, actually.
I had the computer game, and it was called, where is my hairbrush?
I didn't even know that was a Christian show when I was younger, just because of how big it was.
I did not know that was a Christian show. How about the only hat on? What do you mean? Like, we both have hats on.
But, anyways, just to give you guys some backstory, I don't know if you guys know, but about Jesus and his 12 disciples. John, which was one of his disciples, it's the same John that wrote the book of John.
Yeah. Thanks for the likes, you guys.
Yeah, let's go, guys. Keep the likes up. He is the one that had this. It was a revelation that from Jesus Christ to him about his second coming.
Okay, so but let's make it exciting for the ones that don't know.
So to get into it, we're going to be talking about
I don't know what chapter we're on.
13.
Oh, it's literally 13. That's so crazy, you guys.
13.
You guys.
The 12 houses. What are you talking about? No, not Zodiac. We're talking about Jesus Christ.
Okay. 666 is the beast, and they talk about him in chapter 13. You guys, go to Revelation chapter 13 right now. We're going to read about 666, and we're going to know, that's what I was getting to. Why have we been told our whole life to not say this number? Not write it down. If you see it, don't repeat it. If you have it somewhere in your brain, erase it. Like, if you're dialing it as a joke into your phone, stop it. Backspace, buddy. Because why is this number so scary? Let's figure it out.
We're going to find out. So we're going to start from the top just because there's a little bit of backstory. But we'll get into that. So I'm going to start reading from chapter 13. Okay?
Okay. Let's go.
I saw a beast coming up out of the sea. It had 10 horns and 7 heads. On its horns were 10 crowns, and on its heads were blasphemous names. The beast I saw was like a leopard. Its feet were like a bear's, and its mouth was like a lion's mouth. The dragon gave the beast his power, his throne, and great authority. One of his heads appeared to be fatally wounded, but its fatal wound was healed. So the dragon, by the way, if anybody's wondering, is actually Satan. Okay? So the whole earth was amazed and followed the beast. They worshipped the dragon because he gave authority to the beast. And they worshipped the beast, saying, "Who is like the beast? Who is able to wage war against it?" The beast was given a mouth to utter boasts and blasphemies. It was allowed to exercise authority for 42 months. It began to speak blasphemies against God, to blaspheme his name and his dwelling, those who dwell in heaven. And it was permitted to wage war against the saints and to conquer them. It was also given authority over every tribe, people, language, and nation. All those who live on the earth will worship it. Everyone whose name was not written in the foundation of the world in the book of life of the Lamb who was slaughtered. If anyone has ears
I'll read that
to
right.
hear, let him listen.
Yes. Yeah, mine is a lot different than yours. But I'm in the King James version. He's in the, what is that?
Christian Standard Version.
Alright. Anyone with ears to hear should listen and understand. Anyone who is destined for prison will be taken to prison. And anyone who is destined...
Yes, we're in Revelation 13, chapter 13.
Anyone destined to die by the sword will die by the sword. I like how it says destined, because we've been talking a lot about, does God make you die, basically. Like, because a lot of people are like, well, it was his time to go. God told him to go. But really what we've been learning is that God doesn't cause pain and suffering. So that's kind of what we've been sort of working through. Like, who does that? Like, who has the authority to do that?
Okay, Orange, let's catch up, my guy. Let's go.
What do you say?
So we just read about the beast from the sea. That's what we're on now.
Yeah, we didn't read very much into. But
so
yeah.
basically, I do want to point out some key things though. So the dragon, obviously, that's Satan. But the beast coming out of the sea, it had 10 horns and 7 heads, and it had 10 crowns on the 10 horns.
Okay.
And on its head were blasphemous names. So if it's blasphemous.
Wait, let's get into that in a second.
What it means to be blasphemous is to talk against God, or...
Let's start from the top, though, because we're going really deep into... Okay, so the end verse is, this means that God's holy people must endure persecution patiently and remain faithful. So that means something bad is going to happen to us, and we have to think God hasn't abandoned us. Like, he's still here. Yeah. We got to wait patiently for him. We know that he's coming and not endure.
I want to assure everybody, Orange Gizest, I don't know if you're here or not. It's telling us 0 people.
It's glitching right now. Our Wi-Fi is not right.
It's fine. I hope we're not glitching too bad for you or at all for you guys. But basically,
let's stay away from numbers.
You will know.
Right now.
God's saying you will know when I truly come back. It will not be a decision whether you're like, should I follow or should I not? You will know if I come back. Or when I come back.
Okay, well...
Okay, good, Orange. Cool.
Okay, so... That's why I'm starting to think this is like a big, what do you call it?
Metaphor?
Yeah, like, I don't think it's actually going to be a big dragon beast. Because, they say that whoever comes back to rule is going to basically claim to be Jesus. So
it's not a dragon.
So, are we saying that...
That's awesome.
Oh, nice.
Hey, we go live, I would say, at least every couple days. So
subscribe or follow.
Be sure to tune in. Hey, have a good night. Dragon, thank you for joining. Much love. Big hearts for Dragon. Yeah.
We are. I hope we didn't scare you. We were gonna make it good. But so this is really interesting. This is super interesting.
The Rexies.
Yeah, love you, Dragon. Big hearts. This is really interesting though because like. So someone says that in Revelation, I don't know if this is the beast or whatever, but Jesus is supposed to come back, but it's not actually Jesus. It's going to be like someone.
Thank you, Orange Zest, for subbing. Big hearts for Orange Zest. Let's go.
Hearts. Thank you. Should I give a little ring?
We got
the ring for love. Okay. It's a little loud. It's kind of late. Can everybody drop down your time right now? I don't know what time it is with you guys. But so... That's
I feel like
interesting.
it's symbolic, but I don't know if it's metaphorical because
Yeah.
it's super detailed, you know. So it's like
What's up? You keep saying what's up.
so it's like
You
10
got a
horns and
flash
7
goal.
heads.
What does that mean? A flash goal. 3 gifters send rose to your live in 15 minutes? Sure. Can somebody send us 3 roses? Come on, let's get it. Let's get some gifts up in here. Somebody just followed.
What's up?
Thanks for following, Kaylee.
Going to
Okay. What did they say? What's up? I like that orange heart.
Yo, what? What's up?
Okay, so yeah, so I don't know if the dragon's gonna pretend to be Jesus and be like, "Follow me now," or if this is totally something different. I don't know.
No, I don't even know if it's like that. I think there was just.
Okay, well, maybe
It's
not.
saying this big scary beast
Go.
comes out, and
Music
then everybody, and then the dragon has authority, so it's just like it's telling him what to do, and then everybody's like,
I don't know.
it says they worship the beast
Yeah.
and they worship the dragon.
Oh wait, but let's keep reading, right? Because this is where we're at, right? If you guys want to go to it, Revelation 13, going into like it continues on. So then it says the beast out of the earth. Then I saw another beast come up out of the earth. He had 2 horns, like the lamb.
Thank you, Kaylee Loves Dogs, for following.
Whoa.
Big hearts, big hearts.
Wait, that's actually interesting
Go
because
ahead.
Jesus is supposed to come back as a slaughtered lamb. Remember we said it was gonna look really creepy, like it was gonna have like 7 horns.
Yeah.
Okay. Apparently, and then when somebody comes back, they're gonna say that they're the Antichrist. The dragon has authority. I think that means evil among the world, and the people will cater
Yes.
to the beast.
Cater to the beast.
Okay,
I like
yes, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's a big metaphor. Obviously, I don't think a real mythical creature's gonna come up out of the land.
Thank you, Rexies. Much love.
The hat, nice and yes, it looks great on you, Austin. I was just waiting.
We're married, bud. We're not in the friend zone. You see this? Okay, but that's
We're
beside
married?
the point.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
talking about
son.
the Bible, bud.
Yeah. But oh, we actually can't have people join our lives yet, but we're almost monetized.
Yeah, we're not monetized yet, but thank you,
if you wanna
Amina.
hop on
Big
TikTok-
hearts for subbing.
Thank you so much for subbing. If you want to hop on TikTok, we can have people join us on there. So whatever you want to do. But anywho, so there's someone that comes back that pretends to be Jesus, and he's like, "You have to follow me."
It talks about that. Keep going.
Yeah, but so this is like the fake Jesus coming up right now. So it says he had 2 horns like those of a lamb, but he spoke with the voice of a dragon. He exercised all the authority of the first beast, and he required all the earth and its people to worship the first beast. Oh. Okay. Whose fatal wound had been healed. Interesting. Okay. So this is really like... Oh, okay, keep reading, babe.
It also performs great signs, even causing fire to come down from heaven to earth in front of people. It deceives those who live on earth because of the signs that is permitted to perform in the presence of the beast, telling those who live on earth to make an image of the
sorcerer.
beast who was wounded by the sword and yet lived. It was permitted to give breath to the image of the beast, so that the image of the beast could both speak and cause whoever would not worship the image of the beast to be killed. And it makes everyone, small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on his right hand or on his forehead, so that no one can buy or sell unless he has the mark, the beast's name, or the number of its name. This calls for wisdom. Let one who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, because it is the number of a person. Its number is
and then it says the number.
666.
Says the number right there. I don't know if you can see it. Like, Norma Ratchet Nails, but it literally says it right there. Okay, this is getting interesting. I know, right? Okay, so let's kind of talk about like, wait here. Let me read what some of you guys are saying. Okay, no, it's gonna come down 7 heads. I don't know what verse it is. Yeah, so we just read about the 7 heads on the beast.
So it says that we Christians will not see it. So no, we will see evil, and we need to identify it so that we can lead others from it as well.
So basically what we're getting at here is that Um, like obviously, I don't think it's gonna be mythical beast. I think it's gonna be something about like it says money. So like picture somebody that's super powerful, like 7 heads, right? Don't picture 7 heads of a beast, but 7 heads of some sort of government official or something.
Well, you gotta think
You know what I'm saying?
like realistically, back in the day, before there was like any, you'll never get the mark. I hope not, Orange Zest. But anyways, back in the day,
yeah.
when before money had the power that it really has, right? It's like the biggest thing then was just your safety, right?
Yeah.
Like
survival
so
instincts.
that's what I'm saying. So when the beast came, for example, in the book of Job, these two beasts are talked about again. Okay. Um so these beasts came and money wasn't that big of a thing, so it's like people were just worried about their safety, right? So I think in now that moving on into these days, and I could completely be speaking off the top of my head right now, but I think as much power that money has in this day and age, I think that could be the symbolic, uh, I guess, form of the beast now. Because of how much power it has.
Yeah,
I
like
gotta
that's what
find
I'm thinking.
Yeah, find it.
Okay, so interestingly enough, the reason why we are talking about this, like I gave Austin the idea that I wanted to talk about this tonight, was because last night I had like a little mini dream while I was like in and out of my sleep, and I had a dream that that the like the mark of the beast. We all think that when we get the mark of the beast, basically like you're contaminated, you're never coming back from that. But here's the thing about sin. You can actually always come back from your sin. You can always turn from your sin. Nothing that you do completely condemns you. So last night I actually had a dream that the way that you get the mark of the beast is by using something that scans your face, which we all know is like your phones. So usually, when you look at your phone and you scan your face to pay or something like that, basically the scanning fixation is going to literally have a bunch of numbers across your forehead. You won't be able to see them, but that's what happens. And then when it scans, it's gonna have like the 666 on your forehead.
So what if they like make it to where it's like a social security number and you have to just get it when you're born?
No, I don't think that's what it's gonna be. I think it is like to do with money. So it's kind of like you have to decide, like you're like, oh, this is convenient. Like I need to use this scanner so that I can, yeah. See, there's many things God can forgive, except if you call yourself God in any type of way. Well, okay. Well, there's a lot of stuff in the Bible, Old Testament, that Jesus came back to say, like, you can come back from most of those sins. But if you are living in your sin, you're constantly saying you are God or something, or
you're worshiping yourself. There's many ways to worship yourself without calling yourself God. So if you're only living for the betterment of yourself and you're a very selfish person, you're essentially just worshiping yourself.
Yeah.
You're not necessarily calling yourself a God, but the way you're idolizing yourself and the way you're treating yourself above everything else, you technically are worshiping yourself.
Yeah.
So you might not be calling yourself God, or you might not be worshiping other gods.
It's pride, basically, and pride is the most deadliest sin, because you literally think, if I can handle everything by myself, I don't need God. So that's the prideful thoughts. Basically, you're like, I lean on my own understanding. I did everything myself. I don't need nobody's help. Ain't nobody helped me before. Ain't nobody gonna help me now. I got it. Well, that's pride, and that's sure, help yourself in this life and see what happens afterwards. But anyway.
Orange Zest, I urge you, if you want to read your Bible more, start at Matthew. It's the whole story of Jesus' ministry, and so are the next 3 books, and then after that you should be drawn in by then, okay? Because you're literally reading Jesus' ministry, which is it's a very, very it's a good story.
Yeah, it definitely teaches you more about who
good,
God is.
What would that be called?
Biographies.
Biography. Thank
yeah, like
you.
a biography about him. But I will say, yeah, we don't usually go live this late, so I don't know what time zones you guys are in. Please drop down what time you are and what time you would like us to go live, because I know some people have school and stuff like that. But anyway, I do want to say that I personally was praying about like who God was. I didn't really know. I was kind of struggling with that. This was recent. And when I opened up my Bible, I was like, God, I just want to know you. I want to know who you are. I need to know. And everything kept leading me to Jesus. And so I just opened up my Bible one day and I was like, I need to know who you are. And then I opened up my Bible and there you go. It was at the end of the crucifixion in John. I actually wrote it. It was the first page I ever read in my Bible. And like actually started reading.
42 months though. You realize that's 3.5 years.
Do what?
Why 3.5 years? 42
About
months.
What? Matthew, Mark, Luke,
It says
John.
it says it was allowed to exercise authority over the earth for 42 months.
That's what I thought was interesting. 42 months. It was allowed that time? It was allowed 42 months? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So it's going to be like a president. It's going to be someone that comes into authority.
3.5 years.
No, it said months, right?
Alright, yeah, it's 42 months, 3.5 years.
No. So that's
I think
literally
it'll be integrated type of technology, but when your face is scanned, it does use one of the ones and twos.
Yeah, so basically my dream was basically like you scan your face, 666 goes on your face, and you don't see it, but it's gonna start coming out and everyone's gonna know it. But they're not really gonna care because they're gonna be like, is that really true? Is it really not? And then people are gonna be like, no, it's really true. You should stop doing it. And then people are gonna be like, I use this to pay, so like if I stop doing it, how am I gonna get my money? And then it's just gonna be convenient for you. And it's gonna be hard to get paper money at that point because basically people will stop accepting it. So or something like that. I don't know exactly the specifics, but I do know that. Well, I had a dream that you had to use your face scanner to use your money.
Imagine that's your gift of the Holy Spirit is to actually see these things.
That would be so funny.
Maybe you're a prophet, dude.
Don't say that. Thank you, but I think you are too. You have like really like intricate ways of like knowing people, and it's kind of creepy sometimes. Yeah. Just like the way that you can like catch a vibe real quick, and I'm like, I don't know.
What does this mean?
I don't know. I just think that you have something, but it's only the.
I don't know what this guy's talking about.
Anyways.
We're married, by the way.
Married, yeah.
But yeah, that's beside the point, okay? Everything is beside the point.
Pre-marital,
other than
we're married.
your love
We have a
for
child.
Christ, okay? Nothing matters except your love for God. Love God with every ounce of your mind, heart, and soul, okay?
Yeah.
And then love your neighbor as you love yourself. Those are the two most important things. Never forget it. Whatever your name, I think your name's Zach.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about the 7.
Yes, W. Love God with all your heart, mind, and soul. Okay, and then love your neighbor as you would love yourself, and that is everybody. Your neighbor is everybody. Okay.
Yeah, everybody. Well.
Matthew. Yep, that's it.
Oh, let me find. That's what I was showing you guys. So yeah, basically I prayed. I was like, God, I just want to know who you are. I don't know who you are. And then I turned to my Bible, and basically it was, bang, Jesus getting crucified. And I was like, So I still struggled with that. I still was like, I don't think Jesus is,
Where did you go?
It led me like God literally led me to this is what I'm trying to find it because I remember the exact page. I always get it mixed up though. So this is what I'm saying. God literally led me to this is the book that I don't know if he wants everybody to read it, but this is the one that he led me to about God.
This time.
Huh? Well, we usually aren't live at this time. What time is it near you? Okay, here we are. Matthew.
Yo, what's up, Ian?
Mark, Luke, John. Okay, let's see what we got. So it wasn't John. Must have been.
What are you looking for?
the page that I first read about like Jesus, because we were talking about where should you start in the Bible, and that was like.
I really do think you should start with Jesus' ministry. But if you want to get real in
Not
depth,
Matthew though.
my
'cause it's
favorite book of Jesus'
too early.
ministry is John. So
Is that your favorite?
how are y'all tired? Dude, it's late, bro.
It's late, brother.
Yeah, I really do like John because John was like right next to Jesus the whole time.
Okay, well-
So was Matthew. Matthew was Jesus' scribe, essentially.
So God led me to the end of Mark, the crucifixion page,
And the beginning of Luke.
and the beginning of Luke. So God really wanted me to read Luke. So I was so confused because I was like, nah, this, like, I just said nah because I was reading.
Ain't no way it's 9 p.m. West Coast. Is it really?
I don't know.
I thought you were only 3 hours behind us. That would make it like,
Okay.
that would make it almost 11 o'clock, right?
So this was the page that I was led to. Like, this page, like, I opened it up, I looked at the page, and then I read.
It's going to be different in every Bible, so, you know what I mean.
I understand. So basically, yeah, I read, after Jesus rose from the dead early on Sunday morning, the first person who saw him was Mary Magdalene. Okay, so then I was like, who are you, God?
10:47.
Like, I was just like, I just need to know who you are, or whatever. I'm praying, you know, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to, like, seem like that. And then I opened up my Bible, and I was just like, I'm just going to read something. Oh, well, bang, open up my Bible. You know, I didn't even open it like that. I was kind of, like, flipping through the pages. Okay, into that page. I was still confused, because I'm like, this is just his crucifixion, you know? Like, that doesn't
Bible
really...
time. I got you. 9 p.m. Bible time, so that's midnight for us. So,
Yeah.
hey, so be it.
So be it. Amen. Okay. But I was just like, that can't be the answer to like who God is because it's just the crucifixion. That's just I thought that was just like a, what do you call that? What do you call that?
What?
I thought it was just a coincidence. Like I just like went to the last page of the crucifixion. Okay, whatever. Didn't know that there was like 4 stories of Jesus: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
Yeah.
Basically Acts 2, I guess.
Acts is after.
So, but anyways, so beginning of Luke, I continue reading.
Too late. Not necessarily. It's not necessarily too late, but we're trying to make it to where we can see everybody. And
Yeah.
the way we used to go live is we used to go around like 5 p.m. ish, and I think that was the most successful.
Yeah, we need to do that, but it's so hard to go live at 5 p.m. We have so much
So that'd
going
be like
on.
2 p.m. for you.
So,
But
Who
we're
is
actually
Luke?
Ian. We're not in Pennsylvania anymore. We went up there just for a week.
wait, who saw that?
Ian said House, Pennsylvania.
Oh, I wish we were in Pennsylvania. I loved it up there.
Yeah, Pennsylvania or Pittsburgh was nice.
So who is Luke? Is that
Luke was
like a fan?
he was a
A journalist, it says.
it says he was a physician.
It says
But
an investigator.
it says he was he was like Jesus' biggest fan essentially.
Yeah.
So he would always follow behind and write everything and listen to everything that everybody said.
Mm.
So yeah.
Cool. Well, this is the one that God really wanted me to read. So by that guy, I guess he really stood by Jesus. So yeah. And guys, Jesus is God. Okay, like that's who he is.
Jesus is God. God is Jesus.
Is the Father. So yes.
He is our Father. Yes.
So it's like
cross.
that's how I figured that out because I was like, who is God?
The
Like I
cross.
need to know who I'm praying to. I didn't get led to Jehovah, Yahweh, Buddha. It was Jesus. Like Jesus is
Cthulhu.
God. Cthulhu. It was none of that. Okay. And I looked
Zeus?
at all the things. Okay.
Zeus.
It was Jesus.
Who's the one over Zeus? Who's over Zeus? Who's like
Uh-huh.
it's
Poseidon
Odin.
or
I think
something.
it's Odin, isn't it? Odin.
But
Like I'm not even like talking down on religions, but
no.
Greek mythology just kind of seems like the plot to like.
Well, a lot of people relate
Movie.
Greek mythology to like this.
Yeah, you still trying to run them ones in
basketball,
basketball, dog.
boy. You can't get Austin. Don't play.
Look, tell him, babe. Tell him how to
I'm gonna hype you up.
stop.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
But yeah, guys. So actually, and if you read the book of Job, Orange Zest, you will find these 2 names as well. So Behemoth is the beast from the land, which a lot of people think is a dinosaur, like a Bronchiosaurus, the long neck dinosaur.
Oh yeah, we didn't even get into that.
Behemoth. And then the sea creature's name, which is the first creature that came out of the sea that we talked about in Revelations 13, its name is Leviathan.
Yeah.
Zeus is it. Okay. Well, so
Yeah.
Leviathan is the sea creature, but
someone said, "Do we believe in aliens?" And that was another thing that we were really into.
Now
We're really
you're
into
playing.
Zodiac, really into aliens. We kind of worshipped them, kind of worshipped the moon.
So
sort
I
of
don't
thing.
necessarily. I don't
None
want
of
to
it's-
say I just believe
none of
in
it's right.
aliens. I believe in God's infinite power. Okay, so I believe that God can create anything. So if God can create everything here on Earth, of course He can create aliens. If He can create the entire universe, of course He can create.
Yeah,
aliens.
glory go to God. If anything else exists, like I'm not God, so I can't tell you if I believe in aliens or like if they exist or not, you know. Like, but I believe that God has the power to do anything. So if He wants there to be aliens, then sure, there's gonna be aliens, obviously. If He wants to come as Himself in an animal form, He can do that. If He wants to come as Himself in a human form, He can do that. If He wants to come as Himself in a
He
star
did that.
form, he can do that. Like where you can never
He
put
did
God
that
in
too,
a box.
technically, to the dinosaurs.
You think He was a meteor?
I don't think he was a meteor, but he was like, you know how he like did the flood?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we not tell you our name? Okay, I'm Rissy. If you're new here,
I'm Austin.
that's Austin, and we go live pretty much every single day. We like to talk about Jesus
See,
here.
exactly. The universe is infinite, so there's no. If you really think that we're the only living beings, then come on. You obviously have a very closed mind, and you need to unlock the door and
Yeah.
slam them open, and
Yeah.
just leave them open for your entire brain to air out. Okay, because
Exactly. I think
Come on.
that space is like God's residing place. Like He is like up there doing who knows what, and He's given us authority to remain here on this place. So when we start exceeding that, I guess He'll come and handle that how He needs to. I actually heard a testimony one time, which I think is really interesting, and you might really like it. Where this guy had a near-death experience. He actually died in his sleep from getting hit by a furnace. You remember that story, right? He got hit by a
oh
furnace.
yeah.
He went he had this really cool experience where he went and saw these other planets where they were doing great things, and it was so amazing. I can't explain it the way that it needs to be explained, but he saw all these other planets, and he said basically God had His hand in each of them, and He was really focused on this planet, like He was gonna come back to help us and save us because we were so fallen, and these other planets were doing great things. They were like building beautiful structures, and they were sinless. And I almost think that was like multiple heavens.
No, Ian.
I don't know what it was, but
You're like,
Yeah.
Earth is not doing well. I'm gonna have to go back and figure something out.
yeah.
And then to us, it's like, hey, second coming of God, let's go. Some people were scared. Some people were like, hey, let's do it. And then to God, it's just like, I'm gonna have to go fix this. And to other planets or other beings, they're just like, they don't even know about it, right?
Yeah.
We're just aliens to them. But
Yeah.
hold on, I'm divulging in my
And
brain.
about what?
You know, the Bible says that we were made in His image,
Okay.
in God's image.
So human form.
Who's to say God doesn't have many different images? Because I was starting to think about aliens.
He does
You
have
know
different eyes.
well, you know how some people say like aliens are like look different, and there's like bug aliens and this alien, this alien. What if God is God? So
I think God can have any image He wants.
that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
wouldn't anything be made in His image?
Well, I think that God.
Like, wouldn't the animals be made in His image too? And
Mm.
like I think people take that and they take that and run with it because God is infinite. So it's like,
Yeah, I think God is like everywhere. Like I think God is like if when you look at the trees, you can see the beauty of His creation. Like when you look at caterpillars, when you look at how the human body was made, like everything is.
but I'm just thinking like people talk
Magnificent.
about these silly things and they're just like, don't put God in a box, but then they take things like that and run with it, and they're technically putting it in a box. And I'm
Oh,
not
I
beefing
see what you're saying.
or saying
Oh,
anything
okay.
with it, but it's like, because I like it. I like
Well,
the
does
idea.
it say that
It's
He's
very
made
empowering.
in all the image, or does it say we're like us as humans are made in His image? What does it mean by that?
He
when
said-
it says we're.
He said He made Adam in His image.
So if he made Adam in his image, that would mean he's in the image of a man. Because
Yeah.
he didn't say, I made all things in my image. You know? So I guess you'd have to go back and see what he meant.
I mean, I guess,
I'm not
yeah,
sure.
but who's to say that he doesn't have multiple images?
Well, did he say that? That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't
The-
say that, but like
Well, the Bible. If the Bible doesn't say that, then I don't know.
the Bible.
The Bible is the living
So if
word.
yeah, the Bible's a living word, but like you also there has to be a line. I believe there has to be a line. You should not worship a book. You should still worship God. Do not only base everything you do off these words. Okay? You have to have your own relationship with God. You have to have your own relationship with Jesus, okay? Like, that's very important. If you're like, I read the Bible day in, day out, I've read the Bible 18 times, and I'm only 4 years old, or whatever you want to say, like, that doesn't matter.
4 years old in Christian birth. Or what were we saying?
But,
Sure.
like, it doesn't matter. You have to talk to God. Like, God is your Father.
Yes.
God wants to talk to you. You have to have that relationship with Him.
at
You
my-
have to walk every step. You have to live a life that reflects God. And it will
Yeah, and I
reflect
feel like the
on
Bible
others.
helps you do that. So I do
It
think
does.
you should read it.
It does. You should read it.
Yeah.
But you should not think that, hey, just because I spend all my time reading the Bible just makes me the best Christian
Close-minded.
ever.
I think, and yeah, I think sometimes it makes you closed-minded if you just only
Well, I
go
think
by
a
the
lot
book.
that it does. Like, not
Yeah.
talking down on them, but like the Jehovah's Witnesses, like they're like, all
Well,
we
it's like
go
the
by is the
Pharisees.
Bible. Okay, so
You have to watch what you say.
so when you're praying,
Mhm.
like, are you quoting the Bible?
Well,
Like,
I remember what I was gonna say. My parents went through my surgery and cooked. That's not good.
clean
Not
that
good,
thing up.
Ian.
Clean
Yeah,
that thing
clean
up.
that thing
dude.
up and clean your brain up, okay? Fix your searches. At my funeral, can you put well, I don't know if you'll be burying me, but at my funeral, I wanted to say
Women live longer than men. It's okay. I've accepted it.
I hope we die together simultaneously. Anyways,
Struck by lightning.
um.
Jesus is gonna be like, I need both of y'all. Come here.
Yeah, y'all ever see that thing where those two couples in Washington D.C. were holding hands? They were like old, they were like 80. They were just holding hands on the bench, and then they got struck by lightning and literally died instantly at the same time. Like, I was like, that's gonna be us, babe. I'm joking. Why'd you make that face?
Because my brain, dude. I'm still.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, it's fine. Man, all I looked up was, oh my goodness. Don't say it, babe. Don't say it. Okay. What's that funny? That's not funny.
I didn't get
That's
it at
sexual
first.
immorality. Anyways, so what was I
You mean
saying?
vegetable immorality.
Hey, you need to pray about it, okay?
That was good though, right? That was good.
No, vegetable immorality.
Yeah, not sexual, vegetable.
That was funny. Since we want to talk about porn addiction, I probably should have said that.
Yo, people like you in a hat. It's crazy.
Who said that? What?
People are weird.
Oh, well, I thought that everyone was complimenting your hat today. If you want to talk about porn addiction, I don't know if I can say that on here.
God bless you, Greifer.
God
Okay.
blessed me and got rid of mine, so pray about it,
bless
okay,
you.
bud? At my funeral, I wanted to say that
Clean yourself.
at my funeral,
Think about what you people type, okay? Do not be loose-lipped. Continue at your funeral.
I wanted to say that it's my heaven birthday.
Happy birthday. Well,
Like,
Yeah,
bye
love
guys,
you too,
it's my
Malik.
birthday in
Love
heaven. See ya.
so we're gonna have balloons and a cake at your
Yes, please. At our funeral, because we're gonna die together simultaneously.
What's my name? My name is Austin, and this is Rissy.
Oh, if you're new here, my name's Rissy. That's Austin, and you're getting canceled for saying that. I shouldn't have said that. Love you, Malik. Let's give him a big heart.
Yeah, big hearts for Malik. I
Wait,
like
so Malik's here. Okay, yeah, Malik's been here. Okay, guys.
Yes.
Question of the day: what makes you happy when you're in a bad
it.
mood?
Your name is Jamal. Your name
What
is
makes
Ian.
you happy when you're in a bad mood?
What makes me happy when I'm in a bad
Don't say
mood?
reading the Bible, because sometimes reading the Bible will be putting you in a bad mood.
Austin 316. What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean? Everybody's just gonna keep putting
Are you
corn
trying
out.
to say John 3:16?
When I had my corn addiction,
What makes me
Jesus
happy
really
when
helped
I'm in
me
a
get
bad
out of that. So I would recommend.
Honestly,
praying.
music does.
Music?
Yeah.
No way. Music puts you in mood sometimes.
I like how Marissa's making my life decisions for me.
Baby,
guys.
I've been with you for a long time.
What makes me happy?
Oh
when
yes,
I'm in a bad
let's
mood?
do that. Let's do that. What makes you happy? Oh, I know exactly what makes you happy.
What?
I just have to like.
I know what makes you happy.
Okay. What is it?
Tasty food.
Yes, that makes me so happy. I need to stop. Stop exposing me.
I'm not exposing you.
No, I shouldn't do that.
Spending time with your dad, that's
Okay.
good, Ian.
Weed. Well,
Oh,
look,
yeah, that's
let's
one
work
too.
on
It's a
not making
cliche
Agnes
answer,
our
but my
happy
son-
place this year.
My
Let's do that.
son makes me happy. Ryder makes
Yeah.
me happy.
Yeah, but sometimes
Well,
he stress
what-
you
what
out.
about me,
I mean,
Mercy?
sometimes he stress me out too.
And my dog makes me happy. What about me though, Mercy?
I just told you what makes you happy.
What?
I can make you happy.
That's not a good enough
Really
answer.
fast. Spending time with your dad. Oh, that's cute. That's sweet. Let me see if I got anybody else. What makes you guys happy when you're in a good mood? What actually makes you happy? I think I don't really know. Like, you're hard to get in a good mood. I think if I just like smile, like I think it's literally just me. I think if you're in a bad mood, I can make you in a good mood very, very quickly. Like because usually when he's in a bad mood, I get in a bad mood because I'm just like, hey, like, you know. But, you know.
It's 388, good for a GPA. Heck yeah, dude. Keep it going.
Yeah. That's
More
almost
power
4.0,
to you, bud.
right? Well, that was good. We'll get back into Revelation at a later date, I think. That was pretty powerful what we read tonight.
I really don't know if you can do enough studying on Revelation.
Yeah,
I don't think you
it's-
should do
it's
too much,
crazy.
but I don't think you can do enough.
It's crazy. But that dream I had was crazy. I needed to share that with you guys. If
That
you
doesn't
didn't
make
hear
any
the
sense.
dream,
I don't think
Go back
you
and
should
watch it.
only read it and be stuck on it, but I truly don't think you can do enough. And I don't think you should listen to.
I think
no.
it's open for interpretation.
You
clearly.
should listen to other people's interpretations in order to build your own case on it, but at
Yeah.
the same time, do not take that and run with it. Okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Because
Like, for instance, me and Austin are going to make a short on this soon, but we saw a testimony where this guy had a close encounter with Jesus, and you want to talk about the book thing? Or you kind of want to
I
tell them?
don't know what you're talking about.
Like, he said, yeah, God gave me this vision, and he said, I'm coming back very soon. I'm going to be coming when the last 8 books are written. And, when the last 8 books are, what did he say? He said, I'll be coming back in 8 books. So this guy, he's an author. So he thought, oh, I'm going to write 8 books and God's going to come back. I was like, no, he's clearly talking about the scrolls, at least in my opinion. So I thought, you know.
Bad, Ian.
So I thought when the scrolls are found, the last 8 scrolls, God will come back.
So, let me just give you guys a little advice, though.
Last 8 scroll books.
You have nothing to worry about. Even if the world ends tomorrow, you have nothing to worry about as long as you just love God, guys. That's all you gotta do is love Him. Accept Him and love Him, okay? He's the cheat code to life.
Hi, Elite.
What's up, Elite Games? Haven't seen you in a minute.
What is,
But seriously,
what is
guys,
Ian
God is
doing?
the cheat code.
Why'd you tell him to
to
stop?
Because he said our day's going great, Elite Games. Thank you for asking. How was yours?
Ian. So bad.
So yeah,
Took me a
like
long time
honestly,
to get
guys,
that.
God is a cheat code. So just take that with you. Even
Yes,
even
our
if
day's good.
the rapture
Fantastic.
happens while you're sleeping tonight, okay?
Be ready.
As long as you love God and you accept Him in your heart and
Yeah.
in your mind and in your soul,
You should so like and subscribe.
you are good.
Somebody came and took their like away, and I'm really mad about it now. No, I'm joking. But yeah, honestly, like I'm having fun with you guys.
You don't sleep, I sleep.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
But guys, we are about to dip out because it is late for us and we are about to go nighty night. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
So
we're
thank
almost
you
at
guys.
10 likes though. We just went from 7 to
Yo,
9.
give us one more like, guys.
It is not all who call Jesus will go to heaven. Yeah, I don't know. What do
It's
you
not
mean?
all who call Jesus will go to what?
I don't know what you mean, but it's a narrow road, so just make sure you're living.
Even Jesus says, the path to hell is wide and
Yeah.
the path to heaven is narrow.
Something that's
So
really.
take that. Don't take that as like there's no hope. Take that as like it takes more than just.
Guys, when we're like, I'll ring the bell for
Thank
love.
you, Greifer, for subbing and liking. Much love, big
Austin
hearts.
will ring the bell for love if we
I'll
can
ring
get
it for
one more
love.
like.
Take it like there's more to being a Christian than just saying that you're a Christian. You know, you actually have to. There's two things. I said them already. I don't know if you guys were all here by Elite Games, but you have to love God with all of your mind, heart, and soul, and then love your neighbor as you love yourself.
Yeah. And something that I think is really important is the way that churches portray how easy it is to get into heaven.
And repent.
Like, basically, the sinner's prayer is your get into heaven free card, or get out of hell free card. That's dangerous. That's a dangerous teaching we're teaching. There's a lot of dangerous teachings. I would say just read the Bible for what it is. Don't go off of anyone else's word. Read it for yourself and make your own decisions and pray for guidance, because it is a narrow pathway. God will convict you. He'll let you know what you need to do to be light, to be what do you say? To be true in His image, to be liked in His eyes.
Just talk to Him.
What is that word? To be pleasing in His eyes. So he'll help you. You know, you're his child. Literally, you're a child of God. Whether you like him,
so
whether you hate him, whether you don't know him.
He's your father, everybody.
He loves you. So.
What's my fave car? My fave car is actually the
my
brand new Corvettes.
Oh.
The brand new Corvettes.
My favorite car is a Kia Sportage, white. That's my car.
But if we're talking like legit, like. Nah, I ain't even gonna say that. But anyways,
no, what are you gonna say?
I was gonna say the new Kia Sorrentos.
I thought you were gonna say something.
Here's a Hellcat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you told me.
My brother has a Hellcat.
Huh?
Isn't that what it is?
Who?
What's it called?
Who's your brother?
Jay.
Are you talking about his 350?
Oh, it's a Z. It's a Z.
He doesn't have a Z anymore though. He sold it.
Oh, he sold it.
No, Hellcats are better than Zs.
But why did he call it a Hellcat?
They actually don't make Hellcats anymore.
I've never heard the word Hellcat until he said it though.
Hellcat is like, so
did
you
he
know
say that's what he wanted?
You know a Charger and a Challenger?
Yeah, but did he say that's what he wanted, or so that's what he had?
That's what he wanted, I guess.
Ooh, Chargers are my favorite.
So a Hellcat is the top tier
Charger
of the Charger.
and Dodge mixed together.
Yeah.
I don't
So
really
they
like
got
Dodge,
a base.
Charger, yes.
They got a base, then they got a Scat Pack.
Scat Pack,
Scat Pack, and then they got a Hellcat.
Okay, cool.
The Scat Pack is a Bumblebee, I think, right?
Are we not gonna get one more like you guys? Come on, who hasn't liked? There must be someone here that hasn't. I'll ring the bell for you.
They need to make them give but not electric. It's fine. We gotta adapt some way, right?
Yeah.
Only gas. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter to me either way. Like, you know, what's the point if the highest in the whole country of America, at least I can speak for, but the highest speed limit is 85, then what is the point of cars going faster?
Yeah, I don't get it either. It's like it's illegal. So why are we making... Is it specifically... I just like glitched so bad. Is it specifically to get tax dollars? Like, which I'm fine with, but
it's
like
we're gonna urge people to speed so that we're gonna pull them over.
Yeah, it's like, why do we make rules that can easily be broken?
That we kind of push people to break.
Yeah, that we push people to break.
Anyways, well, it's time to go for us. You don't read speed limits.
Wait, let's get one more like. Someone just tuned in.
Copy that.
Let's get our last like of the night. Austin will ring the bell for love, and we'll give you guys a big heart and a big kiss. Good night. When you're old enough to drive. Oh, how old are you, Ian? I don't think I've ever asked. But yeah. Oh, should I do one more?
Somebody took their life away.
It's because they're trying to glitch the system and they're trying to be the last light.
It's over.
No, we're not ringing it yet. Excuse me. Give me that bell back. 13. Oh, well, you're close. You got. What do you got? You're doing driver's ed next year. When do you do driver's ed? Like
15.
Why are you just staring at the likes, babe? Stare at God. Don't stare at the likes.
He
Seriously.
doesn't want to stay alive for more likes.
You guys, like, we got listeners. Why?
14 in a few months. Hey.
Hey. Well, I actually did driver's ed when I was 16, and I was telling Austin, that I was, like, completely terrified after my first driver's ed class. So it's not good. How was your driver's ed class, Austin?
Yeah, because you go into driver's ed and then they're like, this is going to be the scariest thing you've ever done.
Yeah, and it's like, no,
And then
that's
I'm
driving.
like,
then.
hey,
Like, no.
but no, if you're a realist like me and you think before you have irrational fear or something, then you're like, but millions and billions of people drive every day. So yeah, it's the scariest thing, but it's also like people are afraid of flights, but crashing a car is way more common.
Exactly, yeah, like I'm kind of scared of planes. Ask them the last question of the night.
The last question of the night, everybody, for you all to answer. Before you get us to 10 likes on YouTube, everybody, do you miss someone? Who is it and why? Do I miss someone?
Hi, Cena.
Hello,
Make
Cena.
sure you like the
Thank
like.
you for the like.
We
Let's
gotta get
go.
one more
like, everybody. And then
It says 10 likes for
you get
guys,
the big bell.
but it's only 9,
You
guys.
get the big bell of love.
It always
Your
does
Uncle
that.
Danny. With love from Iran.
Hey, awesome.
Shout out Iran.
Shout out. God loves you. We love you
God
too.
does love you. He was nice.
He was nice.
Who do I miss?
Okay, the person that's away their like, go ahead and put it back right now. We're about to get to 10 likes, and we're gonna give you guys a big hug and kiss goodbye and some big hearts. Okay, not actually gonna kiss you though, because that would be weird. We don't know you like that. No, I'm joking. Oh my gosh, one time we went to youth and I said that and I felt so bad. Like I felt so embarrassed.
I'm sorry to hear that, Ian. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy.
Oh my goodness.
What'd you
I'm
say?
sorry. We're gonna pray for you, Ian. We
No, we are married.
we're not. Yeah.
What'd you say, you?
I said, like, we played a new game at youth, and I was, like, new, and I didn't know anybody there, and, like, we didn't go to youth. We, like, help out with youth. And remember, I was like, I don't know any of you. So, no, I didn't say it like that, but I was like, no, I wouldn't do that, because I don't know,
Wow.
You remember I said, we were playing a game, and I was like, I would choose my neighbor, but I don't know you like that. And I felt so bad after I said that. I be saying things sometimes I don't mean.
You be speaking loosely.
I do. I used to speak loosely. Like, I'm trying.
Come on,
not
guys.
to
One more
anymore.
like. You got this, and you get the bell of love.
Yeah, guys. It says 10 likes for you, but it's not. It's only 9. Okay. So get it to 11 likes, and we're gonna get the bell, and we're gonna tell you guys good night. But do you guys miss someone right now? If you do, who is it? I miss my bed and my pillow, and yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Okay, what do you miss?
Do you have a baby? Yes, we have a 6-year-old.
Yes, yes. You should
Oh,
be
someone
sleeping.
took their live. Okay, it's time to go.
You saw that way too late. They're
Yes.
waiting because they want to be the last like, okay?
Time to go to bed, guys. I will give this to you anyways
Yeah.
because we do love you.
Oh,
So
wait,
thank you all for
let's
joining.
get the like back at least, and then we'll do it.
Thank you all for joining,
Let's get it back.
and
There
we
we
will
go.
see
There
you
we go.
guys
Let's
next
ring the
time.
bell. Okay,
Ring
not
for
ring the
love.
bell.
Here, go take this from me. Oh,
Okay, yeah. It actually
we love
says
you guys.
hello.
Thank you all for
Thank you.
joining.
We love
We
you.
appreciate you.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. I
See
hope
you
you
tomorrow.
sleep well. And
We'll definitely be
yeah.
live earlier tomorrow on Holy
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Love you too, Ian.
Holy Wednesday. Guys, today was the day that Jesus told the Pharisees that they were whitewashed gravestones. So he's a savage.
Tombs.
Actually, I don't know if that's a compliment. But basically, Jesus is awesome. So let's live like him, okay?
Yes. Live
Love
like Jesus.
You guys.
Bye, everybody. Love you.
Bye.